Hello everybody, it's me, the Geek Daddy. We are today starting a new series on Farming Simulator 25. It's been a little while since we were on this one on the channel, and today we're going to start a new series. We are in the French Lorraine region in Pallegney. I don't know the full proper pronunciation for it, but that's where we are. We've decided to relocate our farming services to France. I think this is a fantastic map with a mixture of fields, small fields and what have you. The idea this time is that we have a small farm, small holdings with small fields and what have you, and we're going to try and make it a success. As you can see, we've got a small Nova 330 harvester. We're just harvesting this wheat here. We've also got another one here ready to harvest these fields when they're ready, and we are also harvesting some grass for our silage. We've got a range of equipment already. We are, with a few exceptions, we are hopefully only going to use small tractors. Anything below the sort of 150 horsepower mark. I've seen some other videos where people are doing similar. Now there are some exceptions to the rule with that, because I do have some tractors that are slightly over that. I'm not going to go silly and just buy all the biggest tractors, but there are one or two pieces of equipment that have, so you know, the New Holland here for example, that's way over the 150. So I bought one or two tractors of the larger variety to give us that extra help with horsepower where we need it. But those are the only ones really that I'm going to be using. So we've got this JCB here, we've got that New Holland, and I think we've got a Fendt, a big one. That's a small one. We've got a big one here somewhere. But for the majority of equipment, we are with small equipment where we can help it. If we find that we need bigger equipment, then we may hire it, but we certainly aren't going to buy big equipment. So we'll finish off, if we can get back to it. We'll finish off with harvesting our wheat here on this field. As you can see, our farm, if we go here, we've got field 21, which is here behind these houses. We've got field 19, which is behind some other houses here. We've got a piece of equipment just sat there for some reason. I don't know why. This forest area we haven't got yet. For some reason we own field number 9. I'm actually going to sell that. I don't know why we own field number 9, but we do. We'll get rid of that. So we own field 21, 19, 67, which we need to go and harvest in a minute as well. 88, 90, 91, 92, and then down and around the main farm. So we've started with the starter farm, which is here. There is another farm on this map, which is in the mountain area, I believe. There's a sort of mountain side area that has another farm on it. I don't know if it's up here somewhere. I haven't actually explored the full map, so that might be something that we do. We've got the train line that goes along the middle, like so. So let's harvest this field, and then what we'll do, we'll just take a little tour of the map, because I haven't actually done so. For those of you who may not have seen this map before, or picked it up yet, it might be something worth looking at for you. So let's get this field done. We do have some cows as well. They're producing milk for us. What we're going to do, we're also going to buy perhaps some goats, because the start farm has a little shop attached to it, which you can sell various dairy products from. So if we focus on getting our dairy production good and proper, then we'll be making some money there. I do have some subsidies down. I also have the mod here. If we go into construction, I also have this mod. I have quite a few mods installed. But there's a mod in the generators section. This one, the EU style municipal subsidy. So it's EU and US, and they come in various amounts. So that one gives you £8,400 per month if that's your currency. And then that one is 84,000. There's a US version there. Obviously my currency is set to pound, but you can change that as you need. There's a US one, is the EU, and then there's that one, a rich state subsidy EUS. So that's pretty much that one. But it's US and Europe, and then there's other ones here. We've got the solar farm and what have you, and then of course normal subsidies. So we've got various things that we can put in to help us generate some money as well. We're not going to go silly. I'm certainly not going to give myself millions and millions of pounds, but just having the subsidy to help us, just to bring in a little bit of money here and there. I have missed that big section of wheat there. So we'll get the field harvest and then we'll decide what we're going to do next. So, there's a tree there which is making it very hard to harvest this little section. We'll just try and swing this round. I wouldn't say I'm a professional farmer, definitely not. Definitely not a professional farm sim player either. But I enjoy jumping on and having a go, you know what I mean? It's nice to chill out and relax and do a bit of virtual farming, why not? We'll come along in a minute as well and we'll get some baling done. Why does that field there look like it's not been harvested particularly well? We've missed whole sections of canola there on that field. It's one of ours as well. Might have to go and tidy that up in a minute. Right. So while these harvesters don't have the biggest capacity, they are on the smaller side, and so for these fields they're spot on. Right, is that? That is a weird... The GPS is a bit weird with these small fields. You're harvesting it in a very unusual way. So, see what we can manage to get done. I do have the... Yeah, I have this draw swath enabled. Nothing is going to waste on this farm, that's for sure. Yeah, I could do a second headland there, but I'm just going to get it done now. Get the up and downs done, not worry too much about headlands at this point. We need to decide in a minute as well whether we're just going to collect up this straw or we're going to bale it up. I think we might bale it. Might just be better. And then of course the decision on what size bales, square or round. There's a lot to think about and consider. We need to also find a way to unload this harvester somewhere. Still, we've missed a few bits. Up there and there. sure that nothing is wasted. Probably not the most efficient way of doing it, I'll be honest. Turn that off for a minute. We'll jump to this truck here, I think. Go and collect harvested wheat in this truck. What I'm going to do is we're also going to connect up to this trailer here so that I can get that header. Is it going to let us do it? Yes. I have left a load of silage additive lying around all over the place at the shop. There. It is what it is. I made a mess, so we'll go and tidy it up at some point. It's a very nice looking map. Let's drive down, I think it's down here. There we go. There you go. So we drive down here, which then takes us back out of the village. And we'll stop there, jump out, and what we'll do is we'll just bring the header up, hang on, fold header, lift header, there we are, pop it on there. I don't even know if this is the right way round, but detach. And then somehow I need to bring the truck back so that I can deposit the wheat. Let's see how we get on with this. That's not gone well. Hang on. So that's one of the signs I've put in there. And one of the European subsidy signs. I'm making a real mess of this. I think that's about as good a place as any to put that truck. Grab our pop to small. The Rostel smashing over free ferry around. Get the pipe out. I'm way too close there. There we are. Fold that all up, and we'll put the harvester back in a moment. Let's jump back in our truck and we'll drive that to the farm. I think we've got, I don't know what happened there. Right, we'll drive back to the farm where we should be able to, hello. Alright then. Do that slightly differently. That was a tighter turn than I was anticipating. There we are. sure that we're going to be able to get in to the farm with our header trailer here. I'll certainly give it a go. Probably not going to happen, is it? Nope. Try again. Right. Okay. I'll have to find another way in. We'll go along and down. We could take a right. We could go down here. There we go. That's our alternate way into our farm. We'll find somewhere to dump this header. We'll sling it in here like this. For a minute. I don't actually know what it is. Because there's a marker there, that means we can dump something. But I don't know what it is we can dump. Multifunctional shed. But it doesn't actually... tell me what we can dump. Let's see if we can dump the wheat there. Unload here. Right. That didn't work, did it? So we can't dump... We've just dumped our wheat on the floor now. So I'm guessing that wheat and stuff doesn't go there. Which means I now need to scoop that all up. Really not helpful. I don't have a... I do have a pickup wagon. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this off here. Now I've mulched this field. So I've got a mulcher. I've mulched the field. I'm going to plough it. I always mulch after harvesting. Just give me a better... I'm going to go and set this guy off. So we'll get the AI working on this field here to mulch. Not yet though, since we want to bale. So let's... do we have a baler? We don't have a baler yet, do we? Let's buy a baler. I also need a front loader tool, telehandler tool, which is a JCB. So we need a JCB tool. Grain shovel 5,000. Yes. We'll buy one of those. Like so. We also need a baler. That's what I said. Yes, it was. So let's find a baling, a baler. Round baler or square baler? You have to remember my horsepower requirements. I could use the larger equipment, but the point is that I'm trying not to use large equipment. That's 50 horsepower. So that's perfect for small equipment. 275, 120, which is a mod. The class quadrant, 12,000, or sorry, 1,200, 1,200, shall we say. Let's buy that one. It's a mod, and it'd be silly not to use a mod that we've downloaded. Attach a position high, square bale, try, empty, yes. Silage added to tanks, yeah, why not? So let's purchase that, and then we'll go and get a small tractor to go and collect it. This one here, why not use the class? Yeah, absolutely, yes. Try not to crash into our existing equipment here. We'll get the tractor ploughing this field in a second, in preparation for whatever crop we're going to put down. I think we're going to grow some more wheat. We'll get the wheat growing through the winter. We're in August at the moment, but we'll get the wheat growing through winter so we have something to do when we roll around to spring. I may very well set the time to more than 0.5 as well. Oh. I'll try to do it in first person. Silage additive, which hopefully we have tipped all over the car park of the shop here. So let's refill all of that, which obviously will then get rid of it from the floor. There we go. I can refill. Take some from that pallet as well. Still leaves a little bit there, but for the most part. We'll get our warning lights on since we're moving large equipment onto the highway. So we'll jump in there. Cab. There's some more silage additive just dumped. I think we had a real problem transporting it. I think I was using the telehandler to transport a load of goods, and it all just fell off. As it does. Anyway, we'll just pile across this field here. Doesn't matter too much. So we're baling on this field now, aren't we? The AI doesn't... I don't think the AI does baling, does it? It does not. But we can do the baling, that's fine. Right. I'm not convinced that the GPS has set us in the right place. What's the working width for the tool? Did anyone see the working width for the tool? I didn't. Right, let's go back into here. If we go in now, we know the working width. The working width is... It doesn't actually say, does it? We're going to have to guess, I think. So, if we go... It's definitely not. I think it must be about 3 meters. We can adjust that until we're happy. Let's go with 6 to start with and see if... It's definitely not 6 meters. If anything, it's about 3 meters. Let's reduce that down again. Hopefully we can get the correct working width. Why it went to 10 is definitely not 10 meters. Okay. Okay. I think I might have to wing it. That GPS is not You first need to unload the tool. Fair enough. Unload. Lower pickup while we're there. Turn on baler. We will... Do we have... so 220 centimetre baler. Do we have... automatic? Do we have automatic drop? We don't, do we? So this one, it doesn't look like it has automatic drop, unless it does, and it just does it automatically without us telling it to do so. I'm not actually sure, because I've not looked at this this baler before. We put silage additive in, but we haven't actually any need for the silage additive at the moment. We're doing straw, not silage. We are harvesting some grass for silage. We're doing that slightly differently. What's happening here? Why is it doing that? Right, that's not right. That's gone. How strange. It glitched out a moment there. Right, we've got it going. We've got it going now. We're ignoring the line. It's done it again. It seems to be every now and then. Is it because of when I reverse? I have no idea. But every now and then it just the pickup drops down and goes a bit nuts. That is something to do with my field, or it to do with... I'm probably only actually going to get one bale out of this, I don't know. Perhaps we should have gone for something that produces smaller bale. I'm missing... I'm missing all of the wheat straw. Should have gone for a smaller bale side, I think. Yeah, done it again. How odd. Oh, crashed into my own equipment. Never mind. Right. Let's done it again. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this mod. If only because that pickup keeps dropping down in that way, and then it refuses to actually pick anything up. Let's see. We'll keep going with it for now. So it looks like we did drop a bale somewhere. I can't see it. It does look like... I don't even know. The straw seems to have reset itself. Strikes me as somewhat odd. Where's... If it dropped a bale, where's it gone? has it not dropped it yet? Shall we just jump out here? There's definitely a bale there. This is the most inefficient way of collecting straw. I apologise for the absolutely shocking way in which I'm collecting the straw to make a bale, crashing into all my equipment. Oh, for goodness sake, I've done it again. And that's pick up. I am not a fan of this mod, I have to say. It drops down, but then drops down so far that it stops itself. So I don't recommend that mod if you are looking at it. I would possibly go with another baler. Of course, you don't have to bale your straw. You could just get a pickup wagon, a forage wagon, and pick it up that way and dump it. So we'll probably pick up enough straw here for 2 bales. We could combine these fields and make a bigger field for any sort of harvest that we want. But I do kind of like the idea of small fields. So we've it's reset again, hasn't it, the thing, but we don't seem to have dropped any bales. Still not dropped any bales. I'm very confused about what's happening here. I'm sure I've already collected this straw along here. There's still no bales that have been dropped. Very, very strange. There's one right at the back of the trailer. Go down to this end. I'm just going to move it. We'll go down here. We'll collect this. Like so. And some more. I admit that I haven't done this in the best possible way. I'm sorry for that. If you were looking for someone that's a pro farmer doing it correctly, then you're definitely watching the wrong channel. But if you're here just to enjoy someone playing a bit of farming sim and potentially just making a mess of it, then yes, you are in the right channel and you're welcome. Goodness me. Right. Let's hopefully this is the last few little remnants of straw that we can harvest and bale up. Well, there is a bale there. That did drop one. That's alright then. So it is working. It was just having those moments where the pickup was sort of dropping so far down that it was catching on the wheel. Run my own bale over now. Move that out of the way. So, I think I have a bumper that moves the bales actually. I think I've downloaded it as a mod. Have a look. Oh, it's going to save. I'm in the wrong menu. I think it's miscellaneous. Yes. A bumper. There we are. Let's buy one of those. So it's just a bumper mod that just literally, I don't even think it is a mod. And you just stick it on the front of the tractor. You just bump out all your bits and pieces, bump them out of the way. I think there is a mod for one though. You'll have to have a look. Also, I'm playing on console, I'm on Xbox. So some mods that are available on PC obviously aren't on Xbox. So some differences there. I think we've got it all, haven't we? See if we can unload a bale. If we lift the pickup and turn off the baler, we should unload. So I think we got literally 2 bales from that field. We'll move down to the other field at the bottom of the village in a moment. I'll just park up here because I want to get that wheat. I'll get this guy started. On this, it's another mod. It's a modded plough. The Lizard 6M is in Mod Hub. And it's a 6-metre plough. It looks quite chunky. Allow create fields. We don't want to allow create fields. We'll lower the... Oh, I don't know about lowering. We'll get our AI working there. We'll get them going to plough that field. Where's he off to? He's starting there for some reason. Okay, as you can see. Now in a recent update, they did fix this sort of weird graphical thing. Oh, it seems to be doing it now. If I go in any closer, the graphics are going a bit funny. Ooh. Right. But yeah, it's a nice plough. It's a mod, but it's a fairly decent piece of kit. But he's just going to plough that field for me, ready for me to plant some wheat or canola or something. Haven't really decided what we're going to plant. Probably something that will get us through the winter. That's a weird angle. That was weird. Okay. So, let's jump into our front loader, our telehandler, sorry. Our JCB telehandler. We've got the forks. Put the forks in here somewhere. While I try to work out what it is that actually goes into this thing. It looks like straw or something, but entirely sure what goes in there. Anyway, we'll drive our telehandler out to the shop. We'll pick up that bucket. Pick up that wheat and dump it in a silo somewhere. Not entirely sure that I've got any silos on the farm. I don't think I have. Right, yes, of course. Typical French driving. Drive into my hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of equipment. No problem at all, sir. You carry on. Right. Pick up this bucket. Quite a big bucket, actually. I didn't think it was quite that big, but it is. So I'm just going to cut across my field now. Crop destruction is off, but if you guys think we should turn it on, then of course we'll do that for more sort of realistic play. We're not going too realistic with this playthrough. We're just going to have some fun, chilling out with some farming. That's interesting. It's not picking up the wheat. Well, it is, but it's not picking up the wheat that's on the floor like that. It's leaving... Okay. So it's possible that that's a bit of a glitch or something. Right. It might be that we need to just leave that wheat there. Brilliant. It's kind of glitched through the floor or something. I don't know. I do have some wagons down here. Not wagons. Well, yeah, trailers, containers. That's what they're called. Words. Down here, we also have a sort of homemade dairy mill, and I think it's an oil factory actually. So there. So in these containers, come as part of a mod pack, is some canola and wheat. I'm just keeping in there for the moment until we've got enough. Let's zoom out a bit. Oh, there isn't anything in there. Where's all that gone? There was wheat in there. Oh, I know. I tipped it out to make flour. Oh. Oh. Oh, good grief. It's really not going well, is it? We could extend our telehandler. How am I going to be able to pick that up now? Why is it not picking it up? It's just spreading it all over the floor. Oh my goodness me. Okay. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna pick up wagon. That's not. It's not picking it up. It's just not. Is it not? Is it because it's not flat enough? Nope. That's just flattening it on the ground. It's not actually picking the wheat up. That's really helpful. It's supposed to be a bucket for picking up grain. It's a grain bucket. It's literally labelled as a grain bucket. And it doesn't want to actually pick up the grain. It just wants to squash it into the ground. Nope. Not doing it, is it? That is a problem. Right. Let's have a look. See if we can pick up a small forage wagon. I think that one will probably work. We don't want a silage additive tank on there. We'll just get a standard one. And then we'll get one of our small tractors to go out and just pick up all of the wheat that we've just tipped all over the floor. Not that one. I want a small tractor. Can you just give me a small... that one. Oh, small tractor, that one now. Oh, massive. They're all in the small tractor category. The only difference being is that this one is one of the smallest. So we've got the Challenger there. That's on, I think that's 160. Let's have a look at the tractors that we own. Here we go, vehicles. That doesn't actually give me any real sense of what we've got. If we go up here to small tractors, so these are the small tractors. So this is essentially this is the page that is available to us. Tractors under 150 horsepower. So as you can see, we already have a Fendt 300 Vario. It says owned there in the garage section. We could get an Arion as well. We can have a John Deere 116. So there's quite a few tractors that we can use. We can get the 500 Vario, as long as we don't go to the maximum power that can have. We've obviously got these class Arion there as well. 145 to 205. So a whole range of tractors are available to us, including that Kubota. But we've got this one here, the MF600 four-wheel drive mod. I think some of the medium tractors, most of them are just over. So we've gone for a Challenger because we've gone for the base model, the 160 horsepower. So it's only 10 over our limit. So therefore we're allowed to have one or two of those. We're not going to be buying loads and loads and loads of high horsepower tractors. Right, let's go and get a pickup wagon. I'm not too worried about driving all over the field at the moment. There's some very odd ploughing going on with that guy. I'm hoping he'll come and sort out the headlands. He's missed bits as well. Okay. We will have to sort that out, possibly in another episode or something. We are driving our very basic tractor up to the shop. Which I think is a class dealership in this game. I think it's class branded. Yeah. So it's a class showroom. So we'll collect this forage wagon. Got this way. And there we go. Right. We will go and hopefully pick up that wheat so that we are not wasting it. Lay it across the field, like so. And you get a real look at the map in the French countryside. So they've added the train line. I can't tell from looking at Google Maps. I can't tell whether the train line exists in the real world or not. It didn't seem to suggest that there was one in real life. Could be that the map creators added it. There's a bit of a bump there. Right, let's see. Lower the pickup, turn on the loading wagon. Let's see if we can pick up this wheat that is here. Is that picking it up? It is not. It said the pickup has dropped. It doesn't seem... That is interesting, isn't it? I'm having a nightmare with this. That pickup's not low enough down to pick anything up. What is it supposed to be picking up? How strange. I can't imagine that that pickup... What is it? What is that pickup going to pick up? It's a pickup that's not picking up anything. It's not going to pick up anything that being that high up off the ground, surely. What a very odd and curious situation we have found ourselves in. It's not picking up anything, is it? Lift pickup, turn off loading wagon. Is that... That's just doing that. Oh, this is truly shocking. Right, fine. I'm gonna sell that wagon. It is not doing anything, is it? It's just not. I can't imagine how you would use that, because it's not. The pickup's not low enough to actually grab anything. I do have another option. It's that one there, isn't it? Sell. Let's get 25,000 back. This has not been the most productive episode. And now the wagon, the container is gone through the telegraph pole. Oh my word. It hasn't. It's not going well. Let's set this guy off mulching this field now. Activate AI worker. let's mulch the field. So I do have this thing. This is picking up my my grass. It's mowing the grass and then sucking it up and putting it into that red trailer there. I don't really know what else to... Apparently this guy's finished ploughing the field. Look at the state of that. Oh no, he hasn't. He was thinking about it. He's missed huge spots of field. You have not completed your task. Apparently I'm in control of this tractor now. There is no way that that field is finished. Ooh. I've gone off the thing there. That's weird. There's two GPS lines. So maybe that's the problem. Is the game has pushed out two lines and the AI probably was like, I don't know which line to follow. Anyway. How very strange. I'm tidying up here. We'll get a stone picker out at some point as well. Pick up the stones. I've left field stones on. I've left, you know, all the options for fields are on, apart from crop destruction, which I've turned off. So periodic ploughing, field stone, weeds, they're all on. The only thing I turned off is crop destruction. Finish off this field for the AI that didn't bother. We won't be hiring those again. And then I'll work out the wheat problem off camera, I think. Because that's clearly... I don't know whether it's a problem with the map or what's happened there. Or the game, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll work it out somehow. I don't know how. Like I say, I'll figure it out. There we go. Right. Let's just clean up this corner here. How he's missed the whole corner, I have no idea. Trying to maximise field. We could create a bigger field and join it with the field next to it, but we're not going to do that. Right. Let's fold that. Let's see if I can buy a forage wagon that lets me actually collect the wheat that we dropped. No, let's not. Okay. I'm a bit unsure of the next part to do, really. are we planning to do next? Oh, we need to move the truck. We've got our AI getting stuck. Mulching that field. Let's move the truck and park it here. Try not to run over the chickens. Right. We need to pick up the... We need to pick up those bales, don't we? Okay. Right, let's drive this thing back. That is a big bucket. I'm not completely convinced that this bucket should be on the telehandler. I feel like it belongs to a piece of equipment that's much, much larger. I'm going to dump this bucket here, I think. Drop it like that. Straight down. Ooh. Put the forks in here, didn't I? There we are. Like so. Cut these. I know it's not a bale fork, but it should be okay for us to pick up. So the AI has clearly knocked those bales about. Quite big bales, actually. We'll take one at a time. If I take any more than one at a time, I'm bound to utterly, utterly mess it up. Okay, so cows are in the barn. Actually, thinking about it, we could got one of these here, maybe. I don't know. Will it go there? What happens if we put that there? Apparently not. They won't take it. That's interesting. I thought they might take it. Perhaps they won't. Perhaps it needs to be non-bailed. We can pop this up here. Like so. There we go. And it stores it. Up in the bale loft. Pretty cool. And get another one. I need to work out what's going on with that wheat. Like I say. So we've got an AI who's ploughed a field for us. We did have to finish off. Our AI worker is now also mulching this field, ready for us to think about planting our next crop to see us through the autumn and winter months. Now, we also need to look at what we've got ready to harvest. So if we go here, growth, as you can see, we're down here at the moment, field 10331, or farmland even. We've got our grass which we're harvesting here. We've got some other products which we need to harvest. I'm just going to jump to these fields. What have we got? More grass. So plenty of grass to harvest. So silage will be, I think, probably our main crop, if I'm honest. And then we jump back to here. So what we've got. So it looks like we've got grass in these two fields, this one and this one. We've got What have we got here? Wheat, so we need to harvest this field as well. We'll get that sorted. We've done that one. We've harvested that one. So we need to get our harvesters out for this field, field 67. And then we've got our grass to harvest in those three. We've got our forage harvester there, our class Jaguar 900, I think it is. And then we've got stuff that's still growing in these fields. Eventually, we'll try and expand the farm out. I'm thinking of expanding down into this area eventually. Or maybe up. I don't know. There's some nice big fields here. We shall see. But for now, I think that's probably it for this episode.